We are recording this episode on Halloween, and I know this isn't going to come out until right before Thanksgiving, but I kind of want to bring some of that spooky skeleton energy to your sort of boring, sad Thanksgiving where you have to hang out with your family.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
And here's why. Because Thanksgiving is the best holiday. Now, O'Neill, why is Thanksgiving the best?
Really debatable.
That's
really debatable.
That's the hottest take we've had on this show.
That's extremely debatable.
It's the best holiday because it has the lowest stakes.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
True.
What do you mean the lowest stakes?
Families have been destroyed by Thanksgiving.
The only thing you need to do to celebrate Thanksgiving is eat food. Excuse me, guys, pretty good steaks. Get it? Food. Steaks? Low stakes. I'm here for the meal. Thank you. I'll take my check. A podcast for podcasters by I'm O'Neill Henry.
My name's Tyler. Jay.
I'm It's not even turkeys anymore.
This is nothing. This is nothing.
Let me put me out of here.
Each week we'll bring you brand new and delicious turkeys straight to you.
Much like that Thanksgiving turkey that's currently baking in the oven. Thank you so much to anyone listening.
You smell
sort of
like
on
Grandma?
Thanksgiving morning, you're making your sweet potato pies. You're making your bad green beans that are always at Thanksgiving. and we have our own sort of fresh baked turkeys that we can call podcasts.
I do a jerk turkey
that we're going to pull out.
We
Now,
named
which one of us jerked our turkey and which one of us deep fried it? That's
I set my podcast to cook actually overnight.
Oh,
so
okay.
my podcast is actually about to
you're
get
a
ready
fancy
here.
boy.
You guys don't know this, but
Yeah.
I was the one who ended up going to get the turkeys from the grocery store for us. This year, I had them name the turkey after each of our podcast ideas this week.
Oh, great.
So when they were killed, there would be higher stakes because whoever's idea doesn't win, their turkey died in vain.
Died in vain. Great.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Interesting. I love that.
And their souls do go to hell.
That's true.
Because as you all know, that any turkey
all
that dies in
turkeys
vain
go to hell unless they're eaten on Thanksgiving.
all turkeys. That's my favorite sequel to All Dogs Go to Heaven. I know they got a little bit weird with it, especially when All Lizards Go to Purgatory came out, but All Turkeys Go to Hell really was my favorite.
It was kind of fucked up. I wasn't sure where A24 was going when they decided to make that sequel, but it was kind of fucked up.
It was a real Dante's Inferno.
I know. It was really good.
Oh God! Well, guys, we have a slate of lucrative and interesting podcasts for you, as we do every week, and everybody's got really good ideas this week, right?
Definitely.
So
I'm coming. Listen, I know
first.
I had the first bit depth, but I still haven't had a B segment, and it's starting to get embarrassing.
It is starting to be a little bit shameful, Tyler. I do have to say. So you better come with that heat. So let's see who's gonna be doing for the wheel of choosing. I have not gone first.
So just for everyone today, O'Neill has named me Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And I'm going first this week. Okay,
O'Neill's going first.
Okay, I'm very excited. I have to stop sharing my screen because I have information on my idea. So let me pull that up real quick. From KWBZ and WXYZ, it's the Crumble. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Oh, God.
That is the question that we are trying to solve today. Because the Cookie Monster went down for the crime, but did he really do it? This is an exploration of characters of the world of cookie craveability.
Okay.
Who stole the cookie?
I bet it was that
the cookie
damn
jar.
mouse.
That's
you gave
what-
a
it
mouse
could
a
have been
cookie
the mouse.
and he's addicted.
It could
You
have
give
been-
him it's too much sugar.
You give a mouse a cookie, he takes a mile. That's what I'm saying. There are so many different cookie-related characters. And it doesn't have to be cookie-related characters, because Cookie Monster went down for the crime. Maybe we interview Grover, some of his friends from Sesame Street. All I'm saying is there are so many...
Character witnesses.
Exactly. I don't think the Cookie Monster did it.
Sure. And that's why we're doing it.
And that's why we're doing this.
Now,
we are investigating.
I do have a little bit of experience in this sort of vein. I did this week, main job is I'm a freelance cinematographer. I got to shoot some documentary stuff about a man who's been wrongfully convicted of a murder for 60 years. So I got to sort of shoot a short little press conference and interview with them.
Damn.
And I guess my question for you in relation to that is, were these murders for cookies, or was it just the stolen cookies?
Yeah, was there cookie motivation?
Okay, so obviously the Cookie Monster has been on probation for stealing cookies in the past, right? It started out as petty theft, just shoplifting cookies from the store. And then it did get into grand theft cookie, as we know. He did rob the Uncle Amos. He robbed Uncle Amos.
He robbed
Amos.
famous. Amos was too famous.
So he went down for that. But I mean, that's
Burned down the Keebler elf tree.
Exactly, yeah. Oh my God, the Keebler elves hate the Cookie Monster. God. But that's the thing.
Number one
Maybe
customer,
they
though.
were the ones who framed him to keep them out of it.
They burned the tree down for insurance money and blamed it on the Cookie Monster.
Exactly. Look at the facts. They want to put Cookie Monster away. They just don't like Cookie Monster already. So maybe they framed the Cookie Monster. But here's the thing. We're not even scratching the surface of possible suspects, right? Santa Claus. How do we know it wasn't him? How do we know it wasn't the jolly old elf himself? Or maybe he knows. He has the naughty and nice list. So that means if it wasn't him, he knows.
I am going to
who
need
did
you
it.
to name 3 more cookie-based characters
Yes.
off of the top of your head right now, please. Thank you.
Well, obviously, it probably isn't Chip the Wolf. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace for Chip the Wolf. Yep.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Chip the Wolf. Canonically dead in our show.
And sort of our universe we've created.
Now it could be, because this is another thing, we don't talk about this. These kids, they're crazy for these cookies. It could have been Michelle Tanner.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to Google cookie-based characters to see what other
That's
IP
what I have a
we
list
could-
on my Watch
Michelle
Mojo right now.
Tanner.
I don't have a lot of notes. This is just a good idea.
Yeah, this is a very good idea.
You're right. It's a very good idea. Now, this is what I need you guys. What are we thinking format-wise? I'm thinking cereal. That's really what I'm thinking of. That's why I named it the Crumble.
Yeah,
It's
this one should
very
definitely
cereal.
be-
Rumble.
The Crumble is the name for it. Unless you guys have better ideas.
We
can do title first and then go back. But
I do like if you give a mouse a cookie. It's kind of
if you give a mouse a
it's
cookie,
kind of like
he's one of the
leading,
suspects,
you know
so I don't
what
want to put
It has like only murders
Yeah.
in the building vibes.
I was going more for that cereal angle, so that's why I named it the Crumble.
Sure.
Cereal is just like cereal because it's a cereal story. So the way the cookie crumbles, we can't do Crumble like the cool spelling because that's already like a store or something like
Cookie
Insomnia
store,
Cookies.
yeah.
But so okay, the Crumble is good.
The Crumble is
Yeah,
good.
I'm
with that
fine
name
with the
for
Crumble.
Wow,
okay.
you freaking hit the nail and it sank it on one. Damn.
Yeah, that was a hole in one, dog. That's a good one. And I don't know if we have the B. I just worried that the B segment, we're not going to have the B segment space for it.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what other ideas we have today. But this one might not need a lot of workshop. It might.
No, I think it's just a good idea.
Some
O'Neill.
work.
No, it's just
some-
a good
some-
idea.
some
Just have a
There's
good
nothing.
idea.
I don't have
And
any
I don't
jokes.
have any sort of. I don't need
Now,
jokes or
okay.
japes
So here's
to sort of throw your way.
Okay, then this is what the one thing, because I still have a little bit of time left in my section of this workshop here. Let's hash out what was the actual crime that the Cookie Monster went down for.
That's a good point.
What did he do? What is he being framed for right now?
Is it not theft of cookies?
It's theft of cookies, but what did he like? Are we saying that he stole? Like, are we saying that this was a murder for cookies? Are we saying that this was a heist?
I think this could be.
Heist? Are we
I
saying
think
that?
this
Oh,
could
okay,
be much
okay,
more of
okay.
I think there are too many true crime murder shows. I personally don't give a shit about murders or true crime shows.
You hear that? Every murder
podcast
victim?
and every I care about murder victims. I don't care about learning about
Oh yeah.
in sort
That
of a serial format. Not my thing. I'm not I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum. It's just not my thing personally. But could this just be, to tie this back into an older episode, how can we turn Cookie Monster's sort of theft into a cool crime?
Okay. We're trying to make it a cooler crime.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did he steal Jeff Bezos's cookies? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. Maybe there's like mysterious circumstances around because he's a cookie addict, and that's the thing. Like it's actually kind of sad. Like Cookie Monster's like a cookie addict, right? Yeah. So maybe he just woke up in a pile of cookies and he just didn't remember.
That's true.
Like
and it was just like,
and this is like, we're talking hundreds of thousands. We're talking inventory.
He stole all of Santa's cookies, and then Santa couldn't make all the deliveries because he didn't have that good cookie fuel.
Okay, interesting. He stole Santa's cookies? Do we want to go with
Santa was
cookies?
in on it the whole time. Because he doesn't get cookies
Thanksgiving's
except
not even
for
over.
Christmas.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't. Tyler, fuck your Santa Christmas bullshit. All right, we're still celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're right. Thanksgiving is the only buffer for the Christmas creep.
Oh, you know what? Tying it into Thanksgiving, this was like the Macy's Day cookie float. Right?
And it was just full of cookies?
It was just gone. It was like for, what company do we want to say? Nabisco? Was this the Nabisco float?
That sounds financially viable, sure.
Yeah, sure. We'll sell this one to Nabisco.
Could we do Famous Amos?
Nabisco cookie float. Famous Amos. Do we want to stick with Famous Amos? My uncle is named Amos, so it is very strange.
I don't know if it's that strange, but sure.
Chips Ahoy.
It's strange for me. Chips Ahoy, maybe. Okay, that's Nabisco though. So the Nabisco, because that Oreo is also Nabisco. The Nabisco cookie float. And all the cookies associated were just gone. And then one day we just found Cookie Monster in a cookie haze with all these cookies. And, cops put A and B together, leads them right to C. But the stuff around the mystery was suspect. So.
I like that. I do also enjoy how a lot of our ideas do come back to true crime because that is the biggest podcast genre.
It's one of the biggest genres of podcasting, as we have mentioned before. So, okay, cool. So that is the Crumble.
Another banger from us.
All right.
Liver. Which one are we? Who's going next?
All right, let's see.
All right. It's spinning. It's
Liver.
Olivia, you're up next. All right. Okay. What do you got for us today?
Sir, we are currently experiencing a very concentrated heightening of a hobby. That hobby is reading. Book talk. It's huge. Okay. It's enormous. Everyone's talking about all different kinds of genres for all different kind of stuff. We're experiencing a resurgence and possibly the first of its kind of like people since like probably like Harry Potter or whatever are like excited about reading and celebrate reading and literature.
Okay.
My kind of podcast idea. I have been very influenced in my writing style in the naming of chapters.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
You got me on the hook. Now reel me in.
I have two sort of things that we could possibly do with it. One, I read you famous chapter names and you have to tell me what happens in the chapter. Or we are given a time frame in something contemporary and we come up for the chapter name for that period.
Okay, so we're essentially creating chapter names or reading chapter names. Okay, interesting.
I do prefer the concept of reading a chapter name and you have to guess what happens in that chapter based on that chapter.
That's
I do like that.
My only problem with that is not every book names their chapters.
So
I would say a good majority of them.
Every week is looking and sifting through new books and new titles.
Through new books that have chapters. So we're going to be generating with this podcast a certain SEO category for book chapter titles.
Yes.
Interesting. So, God, I can't think of here's an interesting thing. Olivia, you read more than both of us, so this isn't fair. Tyler, what was the last book that you read that named the chapters?
The Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
God damn it. Did they actually name the chapters?
Are named. Yeah.
Fuck. That's no fun.
Yeah. I mean,
can't think of
before
it.
that, it's been a while. I finished a Neil Gaiman book
Dresden
last
Files
month.
don't do it.
I don't think The Ocean at the End of the Lane does it. This is a book I just read. Before that, I read all the Percy Jackson books. Percy Jackson books name their chapters.
Do they name their titles?
Yeah,
okay.
I reread
those. Do they do that
those.
for the Red Pyramid?
I believe so. I can't
remember.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, double check on that.
I'm trying to find a book within reach that I can find.
I like this idea insofar as it would give us a lot of room to play. Oh, everybody's just looking at books now. I'm carrying the podcast on my back.
Yeah, give us a second, Neil.
I'll go ahead and spit my truth here. I do like this insofar as it does give us a very big playground to play in. It would be very, somewhat, I mean, very close to the premise of this show, Story Break, other podcasts. Where
It's kind of like an improv game.
Yeah. And then we just sort of Mad Libs it until we get to the story.
And then I tell you what the actual chapter is about.
The Kane Chronicles do, by the way. Their names.
Kane Chronicles
with no context.
Okay, yeah. So you're not going to be reading us any of the pages or anything. So are you going to be telling us what happens after we name each chapter?
But I'm going
after
to
we
provide
discuss
you with
it?
no context for the rest of the book.
Okay, interesting.
Everyone else has to read the book. So I'm not going to explain to you the beginning of the book. If just the chapter name is the interesting part, I'm going to tell you with no context who the characters are, what their relationship is. I just explain what happens.
What happens? Just plot. Just plot. Oh man, that seems like that would be okay. Interesting. I'm intrigued. My concerns are twofold. One, that not a lot of books have chapter titles, although apparently all the Percy Jackson ones, so we could just do Percy Jackson if we wanted to. And number two, I feel like it, not 100% in that camp, but we are a little bit in Nancy Boys territory, just slightly. We're slightly
well, we
in
can't
Nancy
name
Boys
all book-related podcasts can't be off the table.
No. But I'm saying specifically, again, with the format with Nancy Boys, you did present us with the information up top, and then we put it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
So that's my only concern with that. Now, I want to circle back to the second half of that idea, which was chaptering current events. Was that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's dive into this one a little bit. So we're saying that, the next time the stock market crashes, we
have to come up with a chapter title for that.
Chapter
I do
1.
like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What's a current event that we could?
They're all sad.
You think we could do recently?
Oh,
I know. I'm trying to pull a good one.
Elon just bought Twitter.
Elon buying Twitter.
Just bought Twitter. So
okay,
the book is the ownership of Twitter. Okay, we make up a book. Okay, this is the ownership of Twitter.
Mm-hmm. I like this.
Okay, and then you pick the time where Elon Musk comes into the picture, and from him and initially setting an unsolicited bid to buy Twitter, and the purchase of Twitter by Elon Musk is one chapter. Mm-hmm. So we have to name.
Okay.
We have to come up with some pithy, creative name.
Now,
that's
unfortunately,
not just
there is a chapter in the Kane Chronicles that already fits when Elon Musk took over, and it's actually an all expenses paid trip to death. So.
Oh, good. We love that. That.
I was just gonna say. It's already been done.
Here's another thing that we could do, just sort of spiraling that just a little bit, spinning it a little bit. What if we just make entire things into books? So we just make the Twitter book and
name
we just
all
do
the
each
chapters
chapter for
it.
Twitter.
I do like that idea. That's very good.
Oh, and here's an idea for a title: Book It.
That's very good. We just turn everything into a book with all the chapters and stuff.
With all the chapters, and then we'll have somebody.
And then we'll have a ghostwriter.
And then
we sell all the books for it.
And then we could sell all the books, and we'd make lots of money.
Lots of money.
I
Get
like
on that.
Get a lucrative idea.
See, that's the thing.
This idea is growing on me in a way I was not expecting.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying this, and I think this is a legitimate contender for the B segment. Just chaptering the world.
Mm-hmm.
Chaptering the world. Ooh, okay.
Chaptering
maybe a little
humanity.
Bit more.
What is chaptering experience? Categorizing the human experience into pithy quotes.
Categorize the Encyclopedia Britannica, but then make it funny. What's a
The
funny?
funny encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia Podcastica.
Encyclopedia Podcastica.
That's very
Olivia,
good.
that's a pretty fucking good name for a podcast. That's a pretty fucking good name for a podcast. And then we chapterize every single living thing. Hey, talk about longevity.
The extinction of the
Never
dinosaurs. We could do
runs
the dinosaurs.
We could chapterize that. We'd have to do research for that.
Jurassic
What's
Fart.
something funny?
There you go. There's your first chapter name.
And that's just when we were all
God.
sort of just like gas. Very good. Okay, so we have the title. What would the pilot episode be? What would be your first if you could anything in the world that you could chapterize?
If I was talking about a book, the first Percy Jackson movie is actually what I was not the first movie. No, the first Percy Jackson book is what I initially. No, we're not categorizing the Percy Jackson movie. So maybe for a special. But the first thing is like Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. There's one chapter name. It's called In Which I Become the Supreme Lord of the Bathroom or something like that. And like that chapter name has stuck with me for a very, very long time. And so it would be like Percy Jackson for like literature. What happens when Percy becomes the Lord of the Bathroom? Something like that.
For Encyclopedia Podcastica, though, what is like
this could be two different podcasts.
Okay,
but
yeah, this you do. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Did you?
Did
Olivia,
Olivia just use a McGullen?
Did you use a McGullen?
No. I was exploring
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Olivia did not.
Different concepts.
If we sort of branched it off
so what is
into
this?
another one.
Because it's too okay, but
I'm not trying to wish for more wishes, O'Neill.
This is just
I'm genuinely trying to
extensive work.
workshop something.
This is just extensive
Okay, then you have to.
workshopping.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you want to be able to put this up for the B segment, and you don't want to use a McGullen, you have to kill one of these ideas.
Yeah, which one are you landing on? That's a good
which
point.
one-
That is, I will say that.
Which one are we putting on the chopping block? Which one are we putting in the guillotine?
I think just for like longevity purposes, I think we go with Encyclopedia Podcastica. Just because we don't have to like sift through books every week kind of thing. And like I give you the title and the chapter name and you tell me what happens. But like that's, eventually sort of gets repetitive if you're, not into like the storytelling kind of comedy-ish bits.
Yeah, we
like
punch it
sketch
up. We
comedy
punch
sort
it
of,
up.
I guess, for that. But
yeah.
But I feel like Encyclopedia Podcastica has a little bit more merit. Has that very similar sort of story generating thing while like sort of doing the observational pieces of it. And like, again, there's a little bit of research every week to see what actually happens or like, to be able to categorize them. So I think that one is the one that's my Sophie's choice.
Okay. So Encyclopedia Podcastica. Okay, so circling back around to it now. What would be the pilot for Encyclopedia Podcastica? This is a big one because you're essentially saying this is the driver for all. Well, it doesn't have to be, I guess. What would be a fun first?
What's your favorite historical event?
Well, do we want to? Got to be careful. I guess we could do historical.
I mean, I think it's just like general things.
Yeah, like anything. That's the thing. It could be anything.
Exactly. It could be anything from the
very
dinosaurs' extinction to Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Anything
that is like sort of storyized, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot. Could we just do Seinfeld?
Guys, it's the O.J. Simpson trial.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
A very good one. I do like
O.J.
that
Simpson
one.
trial is a very good one.
And we
Might
get
put
the
us in
true
a certain
crime
camp.
little hook there.
And we do get a little true crime hook in there. That is true. Okay. Are we Okay, Tyler, O.J. Simpson trial, or you think it's something else?
I think
let's each bring one.
Oh, let's each bring one. Oh my God, I wasn't ready. Could we, based on the TikTok trend, could we do the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yo, fuck yes. I was actually thinking the Titanic earlier. So
yeah, that's another good one. That's another good one, yeah.
Could we do how George Bush won the 2000 election?
Oh God,
that's a good one. I do like that.
That's a good one too, right?
No. We weren't going to get canceled. It's fine.
No, not for that.
Well, we'd get
George
canceled
Bush.
if we did how Donald Trump won the 2020 election.
The 2016
There you go.
election. Oh boy, 2016 was a rough year.
Yeah.
We could just do 2020. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
we
that
could
would
do.
have-
Well, there's so many
12
options for that
chapters.
one, though. You could take it from a political
But then there's
direction. You could take it from a COVID
there's
direction.
also like it's also part of it. I think is setting the start of the book and the end of the book.
The end of the book. Exactly.
So like
exactly.
I think you like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a calendar year as the start and finish, but it could be like
the inciting incident.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, make it
you have to
books have
come
5
up with
acts, I
like a
think.
3-act
Isn't that the
structure
normal?
for it through the chapter.
I think books have 5, don't they?
Yeah. But
Whatever.
hey,
Anyway,
you want to know a
there-
dirty
we'll
little
follow
writing
whatever book
secret?
structure-
5-act structure is just a 3-act structure with a
3-act
hat on
structure.
it.
Every act structure is just a 3-act structure, Tyler. Okay, we get it. God.
Aristotle and everything is a beginning, a
Boise.
middle, and
All
an
right,
end.
we're not doing another fucking assholes versus philosophy, Tyler. What do you have for us for today? Encyclopedia Podcastica. Very good.
Thank you.
Guys, I've been feeling a bit down lately.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler,
I've been feeling a
do you
bit
want a
down
hug?
lately.
Tyler, do you want
kiss
to
on
talk?
the forehead?
Tyler,
let's
we
talk
can stop
about
the
it. It's
podcast.
like-
We can stop the podcast.
Everyone's growing up. People are moving on in their lives. I see all my friends starting new, wonderful careers, and
Being more
I'm
successful
planning
than
a
you.
wedding, and my sister just turned 17. She's applying for college, and it makes me long for a simpler time. And
Oh no.
so, my
Tyler,
pitch for
no.
my podcast pitch this week is to sort of just kind of live in 2007.
I hate you.
Tyler, can I tell you something?
I hate you
Tyler,
so
can I tell you
much.
something? That's one of my podcast ideas as well.
So this is a podcast
Yeah.
that is not it is set in 2007, where when we start
2007?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, we could talk
boy.
about the year. We could talk about
Okay.
some year, generally like 05 to 2012, that kind of late elementary, early middle school.
We
for
don't want to
us.
include 2014 because I think 2014 is when it started.
Started going downhill. Well, that's my point. Things
Downhill.
are dark and bad. So now this sort of podcast pitch is one where we can go back and we could talk about, and I think it's important to stay, once we hit record, it's 2007. That's very important.
Like and
God.
subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's fucking go.
Exactly.
Rate this video
So
five
it's,
Twitter.
stars.
Oh my god.
we're
Give this
talking
video
about
5
all
Oh my
the
The
great
link-
new
the link in the
polygons
episode description
and the
is
graphics.
over
We're talking
here.
about our new favorite console, the Wii.
Guys, did you
We're
just
talking
hear
about all of
the-
our
the
favorite
new
Go.
the first
tie-in.
iPhone
You and your
came
mom.
out.
And my pitch for what the actual content would be
I heart
to
boobies.
sort of relive. Yeah, sort of a it's not VMAs. The V
It's a throwback. It's a
it's
time
a time machine where we get to
It's-
sort of
this
re-experience all of our childhood favorite, our sort of favorite childhood
Oh man.
things. You know what I mean? We get we pull out the Go-Gurts, we pull out, other thing. We listened to Jason Mraz when he was hot and young.
Oh, Tyler,
Oh
you're
my
fucking.
God.
I'm saying this one
My
that was
music
for
tastes
that wasn't
are
for hey
stuck
audience.
in
That
that
wasn't
era.
for you. That was for Neil.
That was for me. Oh God, yes, I had.
You get
okay,
to
so I had the
re-experience
exact,
listening to Jason Mraz for the first time.
Oh my
though,
god.
Neil.
Early
God bless. I'm yours.
late 2000s like club music.
Yeah, Usher. Well,
Oh
Usher.
my
So
God!
good.
When we
Black Eyed
we
Peas.
fucking get to party rock anthem.
We could
are
re-listen
you
to the party rock
fucking
anthem for the
kidding
first
me?
For the
when we
first
fucking get to
time?
party rock anthem, we're gonna fucking pop up. Okay, so Tyler, are you saying that the episode that we cover, the episode we talk about, is set in that time?
It is set in that.
So like,
time
if we do
period,
like
yes.
2008. We have to be like, rate us 5 stars on you. Well, 2008, 2006, I would say. Rate us
What
5
year
stars on
What
YouTube.
year was Twitter invented?
2000 Twitter. Well, Twitter was
2011?
invented in 2000.
What year is it
No,
launched?
no.
Yeah.
Earlier than that. It was 2009. We need to do a little internet history. Yes. Okay. So we're setting the show that we're doing in the time period we in. So is this a look back into that
it is-
time period, or like
It
we're
is
discussing current events
both,
and like
it
hot
is,
YouTuber
it is
news?
sort of both of those. It is, and that's something I would want to workshop specifically. But in my head, it's sort of us. Say, just for example, 2007. It's us in 2007 reviewing High School Musical as if it just came out and we'd never heard of it before.
Okay.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
Tyler, this has a little bit of only 90s kids rewind, but
Well, it doesn't
I'm
have to be a
liking this
movie
sort of
always. It
no,
could
no,
be,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. But I'm liking this sort of like, this is the only thing, Tyler, and you have to be willing to push into this. We're going to have to lean into the cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That 2010s cringe
That
has to be there.
2010s cringe is there. We're going to have to do the Harlem Shake.
Oh God!
Oh boy.
Patreon exclusive.
Actually, the Harlem Shake was probably after bad times. It was like what,
Necessarily.
7th, 8th grade
I would say
for
that's
us?
in the window. See, that's the thing. We can. I would say we can go up to 2016 because 2016 is when it became bad for all of us and everyone.
You know, the thing, I do want to point out that there were bad things happening before 2016.
No, of
but
course there
for
were bad
us,
things
we
happening.
were children and didn't know.
For us,
Children
we were
in the
children
United
times.
States.
Yeah, we got fucking slapped around in 2016. 2016 said, "Hey, wake the
2016,
fuck
hey,
up!
wake
You're an
the
adult."
fuck up. Yeah.
2016.
You
really
think you
fucking
could
shook
just
us
sit around and watch Marvel movies and take AP tests? Fuck you.
Yeah, God, fucking damn, Tobuscus, Ray William Johnson,
They got them all.
Smosh.
Smosh.
Oh my
Smosh
God.
Smosh didn't get
Everything was
canceled.
good.
They just stopped doing
Smosh
it.
didn't want to.
Tobuscus got
It's just
canceled.
weird.
Oh yeah.
We could still listen
yeah,
to
so just-
Kanye West without.
could still listen to
and
Kanye.
enjoy
He was just the
it
guy
and
who made
love it.
Graduation, man.
He just
That was it. That was all we knew about Kanye. He wasn't even married to.
damn, Bruno Mars was still a thing.
Oh, wow.
God. All right. A brief internet history lesson just for the time
Yeah, for
period
sure.
that I think we'll be covering. So YouTube starts in 2005,
Yeah.
right? I think we're a little bit past that. I think we weren't, I was
didn't know
in
about
the
YouTube
early
until
YouTube, but I
2007.
wasn't like in it. I wasn't in it until I was
Sure,
like
yeah,
2007. Reddit 2005, Twitter 2006.
Really?
And then Amazon goes up, iPhone starts coming
2007
in. We started
is
ramping
iPhones,
up in
by the way. That's why I picked
2007, yeah, 2007.
That's my like,
Yeah.
example year.
Spotify 2008, and then stuff just starts popping off after the Instagram 2010, Snapchat 2011, and then, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think, yes, I would say, even though it was before our time, I would say 2006 to like 20, what are we thinking? 2016? Do we just want to cap it at
Let's just
2016?
cap
That
it
is
at
real-
like
that
late
is when the world-
2016. Yeah, let's just cap it. Like
Yeah, okay.
for no reason, let's say November,
Yeah. Okay, let's just make it even 10 years. Even 10 years. 2006, 2016.
That works. That works for me. Because I don't really remember. I mean, I remember hazy bits before 2006, but
Yeah.
as a 23-year-old
Good
born
shit.
in 1999.
Okay, so what would
Are we
what would-
are we playing ourselves as if we were in 2007?
Oh, guys, I've still got my YouTube archives up. I could go method. I have the YouTube videos still. I used to vlog.
I was a weird
to
fucking
vlog
kid, guys.
religiously.
I was a weird fucking kid.
No. This is not a
fucking-
podcast by children. This is us.
Or like no. Us as
but I
adults
could definitely
revisiting
slap on
and
that persona.
emphasizing the things that were important
If we're
to
gonna
us
leave into
when
the
we were
cringe.
7.
Yes, but as if we were into it. It's very important to me
But
that,
as
that
if we
are
were into it now
methodly
as
in-
adults.
As
Yes.
we're in, okay,
Yes.
yes. As we
We're
have the
talking about
mindsets.
Pokemon
I could probably find my
Emerald.
horse books.
Yeah, so let's get title out of the way first, and then I want to dive into a couple aspects.
Simpler Times is pretty good, but pretty generic.
Simpler Times is pretty good.
Almost
Could we do Simpler
17
Times?
again.
Almost 17 again. Almost 16 again, and then do the 20. When things were good. I like
when things were better. Let's say not good.
when things
but
were better.
When
Yeah,
things
that's fair.
didn't
That's
suck
fair.
as
That's fair.
much.
The Harlem
Like and subscribe.
Rewind. The Harlem Shake.
The Harlem Shake It Up. Did we have any throwback YouTube Rewind podcast Rewind?
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Podcast Rewind?
Podcast Rewind doesn't really roll off the tongue. I don't love that.
No, it doesn't have that Encyclopedia Podcastica vibe.
Could we call it the first podcast? This is the original.
We just call it the
And I
first
actually
date
do like
that
that.
You know,
podcast.
I always think
Wait,
a
what
lot
were
of the
podcasts
oldest
before
a lot of
podcasts?
the biggest podcasts are just the oldest podcasts. So is this our way
Yeah,
of
that's true.
backdooring
Yeah.
ourselves into
Can
being
we just
younger?
could we call this one my brother and me, and then we just take over, and then
Yeah.
Jordan,
Bye.
Jesse, go. Stop podcasting
Jordan,
yourself.
can we call this Bullseye? Could we? Okay. Would we get in trouble?
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is a
Yes.
serious
Yeah,
question.
absolutely.
No, wait. Okay, but guys, for the podcast, would we get in trouble if we just called it Bullseye? Would we?
Probably,
Would
yeah.
I
Jesse
would
come
say
after
yes.
us? Jesse, this is for you. Jesse, can we just call it Bullseye?
Could we call it back? Could we just
My iPhone's stuck on replay.
somebody call
iPhone's on
911?
replay.
Shawty's listening to a podcast on the dance floor.
That's the cold open.
God, I think we. Yeah. Oh God. All right. I'm trying to think. I think it has to something about nostalgia. So it has to have some nostalgia factor to it. I think for the title.
iHeart Podcast.
Well, that's a company.
Is it?
Name. Yeah.
Oh, so like iHeartRadio
They have
podcast? Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of. Okay. I'm trying to think of like what were like the biggest sayings, and this goes to like my fucking brain.
I Can Has Podcast.
I Can Has Podcast is so good. I Can Has Podcast is so good.
That's a very good one.
Is it I Can Has Podcast?
I Can Has Pod. Can I have?
I Can Has Podcast. We're fucking put it down. God damn. I Can Has Podcast. All right.
All your podcasts belong to us.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Too long. I Can Has Podcast
man.
is shorter. That's a
Wait. You've constructed too many podcasts. we must construct additional podcasts.
Oh, that's a good one. That's very good. The
How
early
podcasts
2000s
eat
memes.
their dinner.
Hey, bro, I heard you like podcasts.
Now is I Can Has Podcast with a question mark?
I Can Has. No. No question mark. Just all
Okay, just I
lowercase
Can Has
letters. I Can
Podcast.
Has Podcast.
Okay, pretty good. God damn. God damn.
My next thing was I was going to ask if there was a pun with Pop Tropica. Pod Tropica.
yeah. that was
Podtropica,
simpler.
but it sounds like Podcastica.
Well, let me put that in my notes for something to explore later, because that's a very good idea. Oh, I already have it in my notes. That's very funny.
You had Podtropica in your
Pop Tropica podcast in my notes already. Rip all original ideas. All right. Okay. Time for the recap. Starting it off first, we have a deep dive into cookies and crime, the Crumble. Who really stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Okay. We have Encyclopedia Podcastica, in which we categorize and name the chapters of everything.
And Tyler?
We have I Can Has Podcast. A podcast in which we time travel back in time to our childhood and relive favorite childhood moments.
All right. And now it's time for deliberation. Guys, we have a lot of fucking bangers this week.
Yeah, I know. I'm so mad. I should have saved this one for a week when you guys were...
Should have saved it for... God damn it. We came off Wonder Bread, and we were like, we got to do better.
Yeah.
Last week was fun. Come on.
Last week was fun. Last week was earnest.
It was an earnest show, yeah.
Yeah, last week was earnest. Okay, God. I'm fine shifting the Crumble to a bit depth, because I do think...
Yeah, it's a long...
a full
that
episode
definitely
would
lends
be
itself to long-form content.
Yeah. Although if we do it as a bit depth, it will take a lot of writing, because I have done one of these investigative podcasts
I know, and it'll
before.
take a lot of writing.
But I think it'd be really good.
But it could be good. So,
really good.
you know, maybe we
It would
save
be
that
really
one
good.
for like down the line when we have a little bit of
special
time. Yeah,
episode.
sort of a special
Yeah.
episode.
Maybe we write over it during our break.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia Podcastica. So I'm fine putting that in bit depth. We'll put that in bit depth. I do think we should revisit it, because God damn,
It's very, very good. It's very good.
Okay, Encyclopedia Podcastica versus I Can
The name's
Guys,
too funny.
I don't know. This is kind of a good example of why I'm really good at naming things.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk it.
Yeah,
let's
produce this shit.
Let's see practicality and
Marketability,
fiduciality,
yeah.
I think. I Can Has Podcast. The title is very good. Encyclopedia Podcast is also very good. I'm trying to think. Encyclopedia Podcastica also might be a good bit depth.
Yeah, that does feel like... how are
'Cause
we
it
supposed
feels like
to
a full
chapter in world events in like 20 minutes?
I mean, we could.
You know?
That's the thing. It could be bite-sized fairly easily, but I think it would be funnier and funner to do it over the course of a full episode, because then we can really deep dive into like the play-by-play of whatever event or item or thing we're talking about, right? So we can take all the twists and turns of the thing and sort of hash them out and talk about them in depth. depth. I don't know if does that seem more entertaining than just sort of breaking it down by chapter and making goofs? Or do you think that it would be a better, shorter idea? What are we thinking?
I think, oh God, this is hard. If I was going to cast a vote, I would say I Can Has Podcast.
Okay. All right. Tyler, where do you stand on this?
Well,
I'm so in the middle.
See, I'm also in the middle, even though I pitched mine. In the sense that I really like my idea. I think it's a good idea, but also I do want to do Encyclopedia Podcastica because that's hilarious.
Fuck.
But if we're really just talking about what is the most producible B segment, I think it might be mine.
I think it's yours.
Yeah. I think it's yours. I think Encyclopedia
you guys
Podcast.
brought
we have
2 bit
we have
depths,
2 bit depths.
and I brought
I think we bought 2
a
bit
B
depths.
segment. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah. And Tyler? Hey,
Tyler?
Tyler,
you got one, buddy.
Tyler did it. We finally, everybody got a B segment. He's crying.
He's openly weeping.
This is beautiful.
Tears
this
of
is
joy.
beautiful.
This is like when the Cubs won the World Series.
Tyler, do you have anyone you'd like to thank?
Oh my God! I'd like to thank my mom.
Oh, looks like we're getting the music. Tyler, getting the music. All right. Well, okay. God damn it, guys. So with that, God, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. This is terrible. With that, we will be bringing you I Can Has Podcast.
It's such a good name. Warning. The podcast you're about to listen to will induce cringe in anyone born between 1996 and 2010. Myself, Olivia, and O'Neill searched deep within ourselves to manifest characters that we have locked away for many years, and after deep reflection, we have realized that this was not, in fact, a better time. The opinions and personalities of these characters do not align with those of the 2022 podcast crew. With that out of the way, I present to you I Can Has Podcast.
What's up, guys? It's Beast Awesome Sauce the Third here. We're back to you with another audio project brought to you by our current events class.
Yeah, this is our media project for Mr. Litwack's class, where we talk about current trends in popular culture and stuff online. I'm Winter Raven Black, but Mr. Litwack says I need to tell you my name is actually Cameron Mason, so yeah.
I'm Tyler.
So yeah, guys. So prom this year is actually going to be at Canterbury Promenade. This does change from Johnson's Corn Prom because that was way too late for last year's seniors. So we're getting absolutely pwned for this year's dance, but we're still gonna have some fun, guys.
Sure, whatever you.
Yeah.
Tyler,
why would you go to?
What?
Oh, let's go dance and the play. Prom's stupid.
I mean, I'm not going.
Wait, why not?
Yeah, me neither.
Wait, why aren't you guys going?
Because, like,
Prom is
gonna
like
be-
stupid.
it's
okay?
like a big
Prom's like dumb.
popularity
It's gonna be
contest.
freaking awesome sauce, guys. Why aren't you guys going?
Because it's like a big like popularity contest, and I just don't. What do they want to?
Also, your name isn't Beast Awesome Sauce. You know that, right? Like your name's not Beast Awesome Sauce. Like just say your actual name. They made Cameron say their actual name. So why don't you just say your actual name?
Hey guys, it's O'Neilly 12 here, also known as Beast Awesome Sauce the Third.
Neither of those are your name.
It's my YouTube name. It's what this is gonna go on. God.
Yeah, your YouTube channel with 10 followers.
I think they're called subscribers, Tyler.
Whatever. I don't do social media. It's dumb.
So before we get into our memes of the week, guys, we have to do our weekly movie review. That's right. We're talking about Percy Jackson and what was it? What was it again?
The Lightning
Percy
Thief.
Jackson, The Lightning Thief. Right. I thought that movie was Beast Awesome Sauce. Maybe not the third, but I thought it was cool. What did you guys think?
I mean, it was okay.
The movie was terrible. It's a bad movie.
I mean, it wasn't really like true to the source material.
But like,
It wasn't even blonde. Like, what the
Yeah, I don't.
well, like,
wait, we can cut that out, right? I know Mr. Lowe, he didn't want us to curse on the podcast. I should probably not.
it's fine. I'll do like a special like beep, and it'll be funny.
What, do you do this
like,
in like iMovie or
No,
something?
like Windows Movie
I'll
Maker.
do
All the
that.
school computers have it.
I actually, Sony Vegas. I actually got Sony Vegas for like one of my YouTube videos. So like, I could.
No, Percy Jackson is stupid, bad movie. Stupid and bad. It's not like the books at all.
I mean, like,
the
Land of the Lotus Eaters scene, like that was like.
But it was so cool when like the guy got absolutely pwned by the Medusa head.
I think
thing.
that was the
Wasn't
only
that
scene
sick?
I actually cared about because it
I
like
don't care about any of it.
it was more accurate.
It was bad. Ruined my
I
childhood.
don't know. I kind of liked Pierce Brosnan, but that might just be that might just be a me thing.
What a pedo bear, am I right?
What?
Guys, we're gonna move on from our
What is that?
What?
pedo bears, like the funny bear. It's like it's funny because he just sneaks up on you, like touches you, gives you a hug.
Cringe.
Okay.
Fine. Well, guys, it's time for your funny memes of the week, guys. What everybody memes brought to you by iFunny, of course. Everybody has to have their favorite memes of the week from iFunny. So what did you guys what did each of you bring today?
So
Yeah, you go, Tyler.
I brought this meme that shows that we're all just pawns to this like capitalist cage that in society that we're living in. You know what I mean?
I don't.
It says we're all being played, and then it's got all of the chess pieces, and the pawn is you. And like the king is like the banks and the government and shit.
It's that I don't get the like. Where's the meme? Like, there's not a troll face or.
It's not about troll faces. It's about like learning that you're just part of like a wheel.
So
and a
how is
machine,
that different from like an infographic?
Because it's funny.
So
because it's like chess pieces.
So you're the pawn, the king is the banks and the government. But like the pawn moves independently of the other pieces. So.
But you're being played. You're not like important.
Can I be honest, guys?
Aren't the other
like
pieces
you're not important,
being played?
you know?
Can I be honest,
important.
guys? I used to be
Like, nothing
really good
matters.
in chess club back in middle school.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
No one gives a shit.
Hey, Mr. Litwack said not to swear.
It's fine. I'll do the little beep thing again.
Yeah, just do the...
Sorry, Mr. Litwack.
Sorry, Mr. Lipwack. It's fine. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to.
Okay, so chess piece meme. Very funny. I was scouring the internet and I found a picture of this really grumpy cat. He's like really grumpy. And he says like
I bet that cat's dead.
No,
You think that
he's
cat's
alive.
dead?
I think his name is like tartar sauce or something. But this one says
You're doing me a aww.
this one says, I had fun once. It was awful.
That's pretty funny.
It's a really, really grumpy cat. Yeah. But like there's a bunch of them that are like that. Yeah, it's just called Grumpy Cat. And one of them is like if I had said or done anything to hurt you, I don't care. Or
I bet that cat was just listening to like Justin Bieber or something.
I mean,
That's why he's so grumpy.
I get that.
Yeah, because Justin Bieber
Yeah,
sucks.
Justin Bieber does suck.
Are we allowed to say sucks?
I think that's
Do I have to
fine.
beep that out?
I think that's fine.
Sucks. That's fine. Mr. Litwack, we're like almost adults. I think we could say
Yeah.
sucks.
I think sucks is
Yeah,
fine.
sucks is
Mr.
fine,
Litwack.
I think.
Jeez. All right, I brought a classic, guys. You guys know it. You guys love it. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Hide your husbands, because they're getting everybody out there, guys. It's the bed intruder meme. Woo! Woo! Yeah. God, it's a fun song. Everybody's loving it. Hide your kids, hide your wives. I'm gonna cut in a little bit here.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids.
Yeah, that one's funny. I think I like,
It's a bit exploitative, don't you think?
What's the one with the lady and she's like in a parking lot and there was a fire and she like says a bunch of really funny stuff about like cold pops and stuff. What's that one?
Oh yeah. I don't remember that one, but that's a good one too, man. All these memes are funny. I think it's very funny because he like made it into a song and like it was funny because he made it into a song.
Have you guys seen the Numa Numa video? That's
Numa
funny.
Numa.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah.
But guys, it's time to move on to our ad segment. That's right. It's time to feed the homeless people again with your cans. It's the annual Harvesters Food Drive, and it has come, and we need your support. Make sure to leave all your canned goods by Mrs. Menchowski's office. The class that gets the most donations will get free tickets to the winter dance. That's right. The class that puts the most cans in their box will get to go to the winter dance. Let's go, juniors.
Yeah. Tyler, why don't you take this next bit?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine. If like I can do it if you want.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Guys,
this is the part about current events, Mr. Litwack. This is the last, the last check box that you really wanted us to hit. So we got to talk about some current events. This month, not my President Obama passed the.
Tyler's the first one to break.
I spent so long. I'm gonna have to go back to therapy. We gotta talk about some current events this month. So President Obama just passed the Affordable Care Act for Americans to be able to get free health care, but the websites of broken, and my dad says it's bad for his business.
No,
so
you gotta watch the cursing guy, dude. Mr. Litwack's gonna get pissed.
Hey,
should I say pissed?
Are you allowed to say pissed? Are we allowed to say pissed?
Pissed?
My dad is pissed because it's gonna like ruin his business, and like he told me that it's like bad.
Well, I feel like
that
it
it's
helps
not good
because like I'm eating all this bacon, and I don't know if my heart can keep up, guys. Like, I think if we're gonna keep on this bacon
Does your
train
dad
and
run
waffles,
like a multi-million-dollar business though?
No,
my
dad isn't really in the picture. Tyler.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I think it's, like the vice president, he said something real funny. Joe Biden,
oh yeah,
what a joker that guy is, Uncle Joe.
He did a big swear in front of the entire nation.
Oh, he swore.
Can we quote Joe Biden
he's
swearing
the vice
to be allowed to swear on this show?
Yeah, it's like if he's the vice president, like if he swears, we can swear.
Yeah, he said it's a big fucking, which is really cool. I like Joe Biden.
Yeah,
it's very
He's
funny.
A funny guy.
Joe Biden's funny.
Really good
funny
vice
guy.
president.
He's funny. Man, if Obama dies, he's gonna be president. That'll be hilarious because he's like funny and old.
Yeah,
lols.
I think it'll be good. And then so yeah.
So that's current events.
Talked about it.
I don't know. Current events happening.
Do we want to do the music? We can talk about the music real quick. So, guys,
do we have to talk about Justin Bieber's
back?
Like, how about
he's back at it again? He's back at it again.
Can we talk
guys.
about
Pierce the Veil?
Why don't we talk
like
about like real music?
Evanescence or
with
something?
another hot track.
Can we talk about like Nirvana instead? Like a real band that plays their instruments.
Justin Bieber's just like some Canadian hack that Usher picked up.
It's not even that he's like a hack. It's like he doesn't even play his instruments, and he doesn't even.
I actually like Jason Mraz because he's like
Who?
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, I've heard that song.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think
it's fun, right?
I'm going to start playing the
guess it's
ukulele.
Lol.
But yeah. Yeah, so.
All right, Mr.
Yeah.
All right. So that was our current, what was this? What would we call it? That was our audio.
That was our audio A-log. That was our A-log.
A-log for
really
our
hard.
current events class. Thank you so much. Please remember to like and subscribe to Nearly 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That's right. I've started a couple more YouTube channels for gaming and my vlogs. So make sure to go and like and subscribe. Please.
And maybe, I don't know, head to your local library and read a book for once.
Winter Raven, where can they find your Tumblr, right?
No, we don't need to talk about my Tumblr.
Oh, you don't want to?
No, that's for me. That's my blog.
Gotcha.
You have your stuff, I have mine.
Well, guys, remember to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
God, it's not real.
God
Oh,
damn it,
God.
guys.
Thank
Are we
God.
done? Are we done?
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Shit. Holy shit. I'm gonna go cry a little bit in my room.
This is the most painful 16 minutes of my life.
Why are you still here? God, how did you make it through all that? What? Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast, the podcast for podcasters by podcasters. You have even a modicum of trust left for us. You can check out our website, website.biz. I promise you it's more up to date than that. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all the social medias at PPCast. We post TikToks and those little clips you guys might have seen. Please rate us 5 stars on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Of course, it always helps. We'll be back with this thing on Friday. And I'll be back to you with a full episode and better ideas on Monday. Thanks so much for listening.